Hi guys, it's Maggie. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing this super fun summery look. I had so much fun creating this look and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I did use a few palettes to create this look because I had a specific look in my head. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. Before we get started, please thumbs up this video and subscribe to this channel. I upload every week and yeah, let's get started. Okay, I've already primed my eyes. The first thing I'm going to do is use this shade right here. I'm going to use that as my transition shade. I'm going to put it in the crease a little bit and blend it really well. The next shade I'm going to use is Ada, which is that color here in the bottom. I'm going to put that on top of my transition shade. You can see I already started on the other side. It's kind of like a burnt orange shade, but on camera it's looking a little pink. I'm going to keep adding that until I am satisfied with the pigment. I'm going to get a little bit of the color Zulu, which is in the bottom here. I'm going to take a little bit of that just to blend the top. I'm going to get a little bit of this brown shade right here. It's called Fulani. I'm going to add that to the outer corner of my lid and a little bit on my crease. Okay, it's not as dark as I wanted, so I'm going into my Tarte Pro palette and I'm going to take this dark brown on top and I'm going to darken this area. Right now what I'm going to be doing is cutting my crease with some concealer. I'm going to use the shade Casablanca, which is this gold shimmer shade. I'm going to use that shade in the center of my lid. And I'm going to kind of mix the gold with the dark brown. I'm going into my Zulu palette. I'm going to take the orange shade, just a tiny little bit of that, and just go over this shade with it. It was a little too pink for my liking, so I'm going to lighten it up a little bit. See, this is the color I wanted when I got the first shade to put on my crease. I'm actually going to take a little bit of that yellow. I'm going to put it in the inner corners and then I'm going to add a shimmer shade on top. Okay, so now I'm going to add this one on top of the yellow just to have that shimmer on top. I'm going to mix these two together. I'm going to spray my brush and then add this on top of the yellow. And then blend the gold with the dark brown one more time. As you can see, the dark brown isn't as brown anymore, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm going to take this little brush right here. I'm going to dip it in that color and just clean some messes. I'm going to just go back to the orange one more time just to go over everything. I'm going to take a light shade and just set my brow bone. I'm going to leave my eyes alone for now. I'm going to do my face. To prime my face, I'm going to be using my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I'm going to put a little bit on my skin. This primer is one of my favorite foundation primers because it fills in all of my pores, especially on my T-zone. For foundation, I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation. It is in the shade 430. This foundation is really nice. It gives me the right amount of coverage and it lasts all day long. So that's what I'm going to use. And for concealer, I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape. This one is in the shade Deep. This is a little too dark, so I'm going to add my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer on top just to have a little bit more of a highlighted look. Just a little bit. And I'm just going to blend that out. These two concealers are my two favorites. I'm going to set everything with my Mercier loose setting powder. I'm not going to bake or anything. I'm just going to set everything. I'm gonna get a bigger brush and just wipe away and finish setting my face. So for blush, I'm going to be using this blush by the brand Note. I got this in my BoxyCharm in the color Desert Rose. I'm just going to lightly put that on. It's very pretty. To contour my face, I'm going to be using my Pure Cosmetics highlight and contour palette. It comes with 2 highlight on this side and 2 contour shades on that side. I'm just going to mix a little bit of both and just I want to try a green under the lash line, so I think I'm going to get this shade right here, this green looking shade in the Zulu palette. I'm going to scrape it off, mix it with Vaseline, and just put that on my waterline. So yeah, it's a mini DIY. I kind of just mix it in the back of my wrist, and then I mix it with a little bit of Vaseline. I had to test it out first. I am going to use the same shade and just set it because I don't want it to move around. I know I'm using a lot of palette for this look, but I have a specific look in mind. I'm going to my Alamar Cosmetics palette, which looks like that, very beautiful. I'm going to take this green right here. It's called Celia, and I'm going to add that on the lower lash line as well. I'm going to take a pencil brush, which looks like that. It is a shimmer shade, so I don't know how it's gonna look like, but we're gonna try it. For eyeliner, I'm going to be using the brand Pretty Vulgar. This packaging is really nice. It's their gel liner and the shade Blacklist. This is the inside. So this is what the eyes are looking like so far. I'm going to put on some mascara and put these lashes on. They're the Adele Faux Mink lashes in the style 811. Okay, so for my inner corners, I'm going to do the same thing as I did in the inner lid. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. And then put these two on top of it. Just a little tiny bit so the inner corners is not so naked. For highlight, I'm going to be using the NYX Born to Glow highlight. I'm going to add a little bit of that on, just a little bit, because there's a lot going on with the eyes. For lips, I'm going to be using MAC Chestnut to line my lips. And then on top, I'm going to be using the NYX Liquid Suede Liquid Lipstick in the shade 07. And the last thing I'm going to do is spray my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter. Looks like this if you don't already know. So yeah, this is what the eyes are looking like. So yeah, this is the final look. I really love this. But yeah, subscribe, I would really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys back on my next video. Bye.